Hey fellow classmates, my name is Whitney Berber. I live in a small town down in Central Texas. I currently work as a library media specialist. My job entails being a librarian without the library certification, as well as managing all of the technology that's on the campus. I work at a local elementary school. We have about 800 kids that we serve. I am currently in school to be a special education teacher. My ultimate goal is to be a life skills teacher, so I would prefer to work with the special needs students who need an incredible amount of support versus the ones who just need a little bit of support here and there. So my goal is to work in a self-contained classroom of special needs students. I get to substitute in there every other week, and it is one of the greatest parts of my job. I am a single mom of two incredible little girls. I'm so blessed to be able to be their mom and be raising them. One of my daughters is actually special needs. She's on the autism spectrum, and she's part of the reason that I want to go into special education. I quite enjoy crafting. As you can imagine, as a librarian, I quite enjoy reading. I also really just enjoy listening to music, listening to audiobooks. My girls and I love to play board games together. We just like to enjoy life, have fun. Our whole family loves to go fishing. We do that pretty often as well. While I'm taking this course, one of my hopes, one of my goals is to just learn some better skills when talking in front of people. I speak to children all day long. I stand in front of full classes of kids, up to 35 at a time. I can speak to them all day long. I have no anxiety about it. I have no worries about it, but for some reason, if you put me in front of a microphone or a camera or an adult, I tend to freeze up. I get very nervous, very anxious. I say a lot, so it's something that I definitely need to work on. I just hope that I can learn some really amazing tips and tricks to make me more confident speaking in front of other adults. I first started to notice how uncomfortable I was speaking in front of other adults probably about 4-ish years ago. I went through some very life-changing experience. I was asked by my women's ministry about 6 months after if I would stand up and give my testimony to our entire women's ministry, which was very, very nerve-wracking. We went to a fairly large church, so there was lots of women in there. So I'll share that experience with you. About 4.5 years ago, I learned that, or about 5 years ago now, I learned that I was pregnant after 3 years of trying to get pregnant and struggling with infertility. My then husband and I were very excited. We were having a little boy. It's what I'd always dreamed of, being a boy mom. Our daughter at the time was 5. And she was very excited to be getting a little brother. And so we had picked his name. We kept his name our little secret. Everybody knew we were having a little boy, but we kept his name our little secret. We were very excited. We were very much looking forward to it. And then at 23 weeks pregnant, I suffered from a placental abruption and unfortunately learned that our son did not survive that event. So we went through the labor and delivery process. I was bleeding very heavily, more than I should have been. And then I began to hemorrhage during delivery. And I remember in those moments being very aware of what was happening with my son, being very aware of, at the moment, what was happening with me, knowing that it could go very, very wrong and it could end my life as well. Thinking that since God had already taken my son, he could just take me as well. But since I'm standing here talking to you guys, it's pretty clear that that wasn't in his plan. And for the first couple of months after my son had passed away, I remember being very upset and angry with God that he didn't also take me. Not as much that he took my son or that he allowed my son to die, but that I didn't go with him. But I have come a very long way since then, and I've seen the incredible opportunities that it's given to me. And so I am forever thankful that I was able to survive that event as well. So I decided to take this experience and use it to glorify his name. So I've had an opportunity through an organization called Hope Mommies to speak in front of my church, to speak in front of other churches, to speak at events through Hope Mommies. things like that. I've also been able to reach out to lots of organizations to help raise money for the charity that I work with, Hope Mommies. I've been able to work with other ministries and really just be able to support other people, other families who have gone through pregnancy and infant loss as well. The Lord has used the death of my son to completely change my life. He revealed to me through that experience how wonderful it is to serve other people well. He revealed to me that even when I don't know what to say or whether it's right or wrong, he's going to get the words across that he wants to get across. And he's also really revealed to me in such a sweet way how important it is to surround myself with fellow Christians and how important that community of fellow believers is. So thank you so much for listening. I can't wait to get to know the rest of you as well. You guys have a wonderful day.